In Florida's oldest major city, locals are unearthing Jacksonville's darker history. Their findings prove resting in peace is truly a privilege, and not everything is as it seems on the surface.
In the heart of Jacksonville, the Emmett Reed Community Center offers a pool, parks, and playgrounds. But beneath its shady trees, a history lies buried.
200,000 people drive by every day, don't even know this is here.
A history erased and forgotten. A history Ennis Davis, a sixth-generation Jacksonville native, is hoping to restore.
We're standing in what would have been Mount Herman Cemetery, dates back at least to the 1880s.
The final resting place for hundreds of black men, women, and children, but you'd never know.
My wife told me about it earlier, and I was like, really?
When the city decided to develop the land in the 50s, the graves were relocated.
They built a park on top of the cemetery.
Their stories overgrown with weeds. 5 decades later, there's no signage to indicate the community center was first a final resting place.
The question in the history is if bodies that were buried here were moved and relocated to another cemetery, which we have no record of that. We can clearly see headstones are gone.
But even Davis,
it's Jim Crow, they probably didn't move the bodies.
Has doubts. Out of an estimated 113 names, only a single family small plot.
Look at the detail in the stone.
Has stood the test of time thanks to concrete headstones.
This takes money.
Just steps away, you'll find another reminder of a history literally paved over.
It's like noticing the fire hydrant. You wouldn't notice it unless you were right up on it.
Unnoticed it goes.
You get over here and read it like, what the heck?
A puzzling reminder.
This is a grave in the middle of the sidewalk.
Of what lies beneath.
It should be a sacred place, and it's not anymore.
Jacoby Pittman, a Jacksonville City Councilwoman and CEO of the Clara White Mission, also trying to reconcile the past.
The community don't care.
With the present.
But I think they may not care because they may not know how sacred that is. When we know better, we do better.
According to the Black Cemetery Network, there's 182 registered sites to date where Black communities have been erased nationally.
You know, we can't go back and take back what happened in the 1940s and the 50s and the 60s. I mean, we know there's racism and discrimination that's still around today.
Today, the ground beneath our feet tells a story few know. Resting in peace is truly a privilege, one that's not granted to everyone.
Just know that there was life there before you, and that life is also important, and telling that story and protecting that legacy is important.
Mount Herman is just one example of an erased Black cemetery, not only in Florida, but all over the country, meaning there's much work to be done. But these stories shed light on our past and give us a better understanding so we can grow in the future. Reporting in Jacksonville, Bailey Korinek, WUFT News.